Next guest is full of Christmas stories, some traditional, some not. He is a comedian, actor, and television host, and probably a lot of other things too. John McGivern is a homegrown talent. He is the host of the very popular Milwaukee PBS program, Around the Corner with John McGivern.
And this Friday night, he is hosting a show called An Evening of Holiday Stories, which promises to be hilarious. And I know John, and he's hilarious.
He's hilarious.
Yeah,
he is. You're so hilarious.
Thanks.
And congrats on the Emmy.
Oh,
yeah.
Thanks.
How about
Saturday.
that?
Wasn't that great?
You're highly decorated.
Highly decorated.
You are?
Thanks. Just you wait. I want to get back to the men's health talk.
Wasn't that fascinating? It's great to be
Men
a
in
guy.
stubble. You could have had me on the couch. I would talk about it.
Do you like to grow? I mean, is that some of your holiday tradition? Is grow a little beard?
No.
You're
but
not into
I like
Movember?
any man who does. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Do you like men with stubble though?
No, I think
Do you think it's
fine.
sexy?
It's fine. My
Yeah.
partner can't really grow one, so it's kind of like, oh, come on, for a minute, just
Forget
do
the
it. Come
stubble.
on. Yeah, no, it's all good. But I
That's
thought,
right.
oh, we're opening the show with stubble.
Yeah.
Right, and
you
that's
go.
how you should have been sitting here.
I should have been. It's good.
I wanted off the show. Let's talk about your show, though, that's
Yeah.
coming up, because, I mean, you always have some great stories. Your family is just rich.
So rich. I love the fact that we're talking traditions. You know, I look back on traditions, and as a kid, the biggest tradition was the tree. You know,
Oh, yeah.
growing up, we had a white pine tree growing up. It was always the classic
In the
McGivern
yard, you
white
mean?
pine. No, that's what my dad would bring home to set up.
Oh, okay.
So we talked as a kid. It was like here comes the white pine, And then when I grew up and went to buy my own tree, I realized it was the cheapest tree. My dad went and bought the cheapest tree from the Odd Lot Tree Lot on 18th and Burleigh, where they had crooked trunk trees. That's all they had.
That was their marketing
It kinda
strategy?
grows
$3, $4, $5 trees. My dad bought the $3 one because I knew my mother could make that crooked trunk tree stand straight with a wire hanger.
Just like
that's
she did her
awesome.
children.
Right. Exactly.
Because how many kids did you grow up with?
6 in a
Okay.
3-bedroom, 1-bath flat on Bartlett Avenue.
And several of
Duplex.
them sisters. I always wonder how guys negotiate that when you have so many siblings and one bathroom. It's one thing for guys, in and out of the shower, but to navigate it with sisters has got to be crazy.
You look back and you like in the middle of it, you don't realize that it's. But now, Steve and I live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath where we each. Like, how did we do it as kids?
Right. Yeah.
But we only took a bath on Saturday.
Everybody? Everybody.
I swear, and we used the water from the kid before. I mean, that's how it was growing up.
Oh, yeah. I've heard stories like that.
Well,
At
then
the
you're
age of
lucky
9
you got the $3 tree.
Right. At the age of 19, I said, I think I'd like to bathe more. Do you know what I mean?
I think I'd like a shower. Did you ever say that?
I didn't do that until I went away to school.
No way. Until
Really?
A shower,
college.
never. No.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
In the
fascinating.
summer, did you play in the hose? Just a little extra?
Right? No, it was, but that's the way it was on Bartlett Avenue.
That's crazy.
It's the time.
Tell us about your show, An Evening of Holiday Stories. This is coming up this Friday. You're at UW-Sheboygan at the Fine Arts Theatre there.
I am. So it's stories of what it used to be, Christmas, and what it is today. We have traditions that happen every Christmas Day where all of us, my 5 brothers and sisters, their husbands, their wives, my 10 nieces and nephews, my partner and I go to my mom's, where the minute you walk in, she'll be like, go find the new Santa. This is what she
what's
does.
the new
She has
Santa?
68 ceramic Santas.
And you got to figure out which
you
one
have
is
to find
new.
the new one.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
She's making up for that $3 tree if she's buying ceramic
Yeah.
Santas.
You
now.
got to look for the Santa with the cell phone or the iPad. Or
Exactly,
something, right?
exactly. And there's Santas, there's Santas there's the Arctic Santa all in white with a white seal.
Oh, a
Beautiful.
white seal.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
there's the
Those
island.
are in the North Pole?
Right.
Or, yeah.
There's the island Santa who's sitting in a lawn chair.
Oh, with his legs exposed and the tennies on?
And a margarita in his hand.
Oh,
It's
oh.
like Santa. And there's a Santa, swear to the Lord, sitting on a bar stool like this.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
That's
I like
great.
that Santa.
I like,
said-
yes. Yeah, that would
Come
be
and
my
get
Santa.
that. Yeah.
I said to my mother, what Santa is that? She says, that's fancy Santa. I'm like, that's gay Santa, Mom. I swear.
I can spot that anywhere.
So the one year I'm like, what happened to fancy Santa? And my mom says, here, come with me. We go to her bedroom. And she opens up the closet door, and there is fancy Santa in the closet. What's he doing in the closet? And she said, you know. So I can't wait to see your new Santa this year.
Does your mom have a good sense of humor?
A huge sense of humor.
She does. I would think you'd have to with
with that
6
many
kids.
kids. Right.
She's
But I do-
89 years old, doing incredibly well. She moved from Grafton, Wisconsin, which is where she went after she retired.
Okay.
And now she's at the Catholic home on the east side of Milwaukee.
Right.
Wow.
She's a minute from where I live, and so it's
You
it's
see
so
her
great.
often?
I do.
And he sees her every week, because isn't there
great.
something, because she's not, let's just say, the greatest of cooks.
She's the worst cook in the whole world. What are you talking about? She's Irish.
She's a bad cook.
She
Yeah.
won't boil anything and be like, isn't it delicious? I don't even know what it is.
Is it meat or is it a potato? I don't know. It's all mushy.
It's
right?
Irish crap is
Yeah.
what we call it.
It's a casserole.
It's a casserole. Yeah,
Casserole
exactly. But she does have a good sense of humor. Because I always
does.
wonder that. I think you do need one in parenting. We were talking about that. But do you feel like you inherited that from her? And are all your siblings funny, in your opinion?
You know, there's 6 of us, and there's 4 of us who are very similar as far as our personalities go, and there's 2 who are very kind of laid back. I have a brother who's a psychotherapist who, if you look at him, he's this skinny little surfer-looking guy who he had a daughter who at the age of 6 was in school, and her classmates said, "Is your dad homeless?" Like this is, I mean, he just
so
kind of
thin.
looked so laid back, and so, and I have
Yeah.
a sister who's like that as well, but the other 4 are very kind of type A and sort of like in your face. And
He probably
yeah,
sits there and like diagnoses all of you.
he does.
Yeah,
You
you gotta
know?
have one of those in the family. But I think it's interesting because even with my kids, I feel some of them are funny and some of them have a good sense of humor. They appreciate humor, but they're not necessarily funny. So it makes a good balance.
Right. But
You
my
know?
mom doesn't think any of us are that funny.
Oh, she
Oh,
doesn't.
my
But
mother's
she's
no.
going to be the funniest.
No, right. Right.
She's the funniest, right?
And she's always like, I don't understand. These people come and see you, and it's like, you don't understand, Mom. Just for a moment, be like, oh, that was good. She's like, what did that mean? It's like, I'm like, I'm going to kill you.
Because she provided all the material.
She does provide the material.
She does.
And she knows that you are extremely famous now, and then she loves that.
You all the way to Green
Yeah.
Bay, she says. They know you all the way to Green Bay.
You're right.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love it. You have a great show coming up. I love it when you visit us here on the Yellow Couch. You need to come back more often. Congratulations on your Emmy
Thank
Award
you.
for your incredible PBS show. That's fantastic. An evening of holiday stories with John McGivern. It's this Friday at 7:30. It's at the UW-Sheboygan Fine Arts Theatre. You can call for tickets 920-459-6612 or UWC. I don't have my glasses on. sheboygan.uwc.edu. Look at how cute you are with all the presents.